So, one thing that I would love for you to talk about a little bit is pregnancy. If anybody's listening to the audio only of this and not the video version, Ella is due in about a week, right?
Yes.
Due for your first child in about a week.
Yes.
So it's been quite the journey for you. So talk a little bit about that. How has pregnancy been? How has it affected your own workouts for your own personal fitness, your ability to coach, like demonstrate exercises, energy fluctuations, all that. And then, of course, what advice do you have for moms and for moms to be?
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely challenged everything that I thought I knew about it. And I'm sure a lot of other pregnant women can speak to this. Like, you have this idea and you've read this stuff and seen stuff online. You know what it's going to be like, and you're going to have this plan. And there is no plan. There's no plan to pregnancy. It just all gets thrown out the window. And you're kind of just rolling day by day and adapting as you go. I was definitely under this illusion that I was going to be this, strong pregnant woman that lifted every day and still continue to do everything the same. And I've just had really horrible sickness and other things throughout the pregnancy that's made that really difficult. And so I actually, as much as it's been hard, I think it's given me a greater appreciation for the training I do here with pregnant women, and understanding limitations and expectations and how to help and guide them through that, which is kind of special. I think it's taken a little while to adjust my mindset and expectations, but it's been good for me. It's made me calm down a little bit more, which is nice.
Yeah. Because you've always been somebody that's had very high expectations for yourself.
Yeah.
And this has been probably one of the only things in your life that's ever been like, okay, I need to really reevaluate sort of how much am I expecting.
Yeah, and I think I preach a lot to my athletes at Linfield and then also here about self-care and managing that and looking after yourself and regulating what you're doing. And sometimes I'm not fantastic at doing that myself because I just want to do lots, and this has definitely made me have to stop and reevaluate that, which is a good thing. Again, it's been I'm going to treat it as another learning process to hopefully make me better. Yeah. But I would definitely say that that's my big advice for anybody that's pregnant or thinking about becoming pregnant as a strength and conditioning coach is just readjust your expectations and know that you're going to do your best, and it's okay. To take a minute and to adjust as you need to.
Yeah. So we've worked over the years with many women who had pregnancies, some their first, some had multiple, and they're never identical, right? Like you have to kind of take each one case by case.
Yeah.
Some of the moms had been able to be really consistent with their workouts, and their workouts seem to have been almost not affected at all.
Yeah.
And they were able to just do heavy lifts and all that right up until like the week they delivered. And then others were very much the opposite end of that.
Yeah.
And so that's, I think that's really helpful advice to just sort of, listen to what your body's telling you. Of course, work with your doctor on it. And also, we have seen some moms that have had the great workouts. And so don't assume that you can't do things also.
Exactly. Yeah. And I think finding yourself a person you can bounce off, being a coach or a doctor that gives you that advice and helps guide you through like what you can and can't do. Yeah. It's like you said, I've had one lady who's super fortunate to train literally until the day she went into labor, where we were doing almost a mini version of the snatch test to help with contractions because a doctor had gone, you're overdue, go for it. Like you can do all the exercise you want. And so we're doing all of these snatches. And then I've had other women that have gone, like today, if I get 20 minutes of like actively doing things and the rest of it is just talking and breathing, that's it. And I'm like, perfect, that's fine. Yeah.
So, that's great. I think that'll be really helpful to a lot of the moms and moms to be out there to hear your advice and your experience.
Yeah.
With it. And from both ends, right? You're one of the only people that has kind of been through the coaching side of it and the go through it yourself
and the go through it. Yes.
So, cool.
Yep.